Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. I wanted to do a couple of things today since this morning's wake-up call was a flop. I actually reviewed that Patriot Pantry pizza pack or pizza kit, and my camera messed everything up. So I did the entire review for nothing. And I was really hoping that I could show you guys that review. So I'm not able to upload that. It's all messed up, the video. But what I can tell you about it is that the final product tasted pretty darn good. In my opinion, it is not worth $15 or $16, whatever it is that they're asking for it. It's definitely not worth that. You can package your own flour, your own sauce mix, and your own freeze-dried mozzarella cheese for a lot less expensive than that, and you can package it for long-term storage as well, just using the simple techniques that we've talked about and that I'm sure you've heard of in different channels as you research how to package foods for long-term food storage. Okay, however, I have to say that the taste was really good. Oh, the dogs are going at it. The taste was really good. It was easy to prepare. However, the cost is just not much. It was, I think I came up with about $2 for every 100 calories for the price of that package, which is ridiculous. So I'll stick to what I was saying before, that getting something like that is good if you want to give it as a gift to someone who's maybe on the fence on whether they want to start prepping or not. And that may encourage them to, start prepping. However, for me personally, I won't purchase that for my long-term food storage because I know that it's much more cost-effective if I just put away my own long-term preps so that I can make that in the future. Okay, so again, I apologize for that. I spent a lot of time on that video too, and it ended up just being corrupted. The file was corrupted, and it's just no good. It won't even upload. So having said that, I wanted to go over a couple of things today. So you have probably noticed that there's been a few channels, and I've noticed this more than once. There's been a few channels that are showcasing this flashlight that is supposed to be used to plug into your vehicle so that you can always have a flashlight in your vehicle that has a window breaker and that has a few modes of lighting and that has a seatbelt cutter. And I looked at the flashlight and I was like, that's a really good idea. It's nice to have a flashlight that is powered by your vehicle's 12-volt outlet, like cigarette outlet, because it'll encourage you to leave it in your vehicle. That way you'll always have one in there. But I didn't want to pay the price that certain brand that they were asking for that certain brand that I've been seeing on several channels, okay? I have no idea if that's a really good flashlight or not. I'm not downing it. I just don't feel like paying $27, $30, $40 for a small flashlight like that you're going to use once in a while. And what I did was I started searching for something that was similar to that at a better price point. And I bought this little flashlight right here. It's called a SOMOSTEL, I think is the brand name. Never heard of it, but as you know, most things nowadays are made in China. And to tell you the truth, I don't know if that other flashlight that was being displayed in the other channels, the one that I'm referring to, I don't know if that was made in the USA or not. But I found this flashlight, and it does everything that the other flashlight says it can do. All right, and I've been testing it out for a few days now, and I really, really like this flashlight. The only thing that I don't like about it so far is that it doesn't take any batteries, right? It won't take any batteries. It can be powered one of two ways. You can power it through a USB right here, okay? Or you can power it, let me see if I can take this off easily. Or you can power it by putting it into your cigarette lighter, okay? And this is the part that I like about it the most, is that if you plug this into your cigarette lighter and just leave it there, it will always be fully charged. Okay, and you can have it anytime you need. And it doesn't take that much room. So let me show you one of the functions of this light. Besides using this to power the flashlight, if you take a look at the end right here, which you probably won't be able to see it because it's too small. But at the end of the of the plug here, it has a window breaker. Okay, so you'll be able to use this as a window breaker should you ever need it. Okay, and you'll have it right there, because if it's in your cigarette lighter, it'll be within hand's reach. So if you ever needed it for a true emergency, you have a window breaker right there. Okay, and this goes on in case you want to have it outside of your cigarette lighter and you want to extend the handle, but it doesn't have to be on. This part does not, I'll call it a sheath. This sheath doesn't have to be on in order for the flashlight to work. As you can see here on the sheath, you can also see that there's a seatbelt cutter right here. I haven't tried this on anything, but it looks like it's pretty darn sharp. So it should work a few times. You know, you only need it to work one time in an emergency, right? Okay. Also, another thing I like is that right here, it has a magnet. So if you ever need to get out of your vehicle and look under the hood, and obviously it'd be nighttime, you know, unless you live in Alaska and it's dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, if it's nighttime, you can actually stick this to the hood of your vehicle or to any metal object, as long as it's not like aluminum or silver, right? Because it won't stick to that. But, you know, any iron, any steel, you'll be able to stick this and it'll stick. And another thing that I really like about it is that the head can move. It'll turn to 90 degrees. So when you stick it in your cigarette lighter, it's not going to take up that much room. You'll stick it in like that. You can stick it in straight if you want to, but you can put it like that and it won't take that much room. And if you wanted to work under the hood, you can just, if you wanted to work under the hood, you can put this, stick it somewhere and you'll be able to aim it to wherever you want to. As you can see, the angles change little by little. Okay, so those are some of the things that I really like about it. Now, how does it light? Personally, I think it lights really well. I didn't cover the price point with you for this. I think this was like $16. And I think it's a pretty good deal for this flashlight. I really do. I'm really happy with everything. It's pretty sturdy. It's got a good grip. You can put a good grip on it, even though you really don't need to have a good grip on a flashlight. But it's got enough room for anyone to hold it really and have a good grip on it. It's got an LED, so your charge will last a long time. I've charged it fully once to see how long it'll last, and it's still got 4 full lights. Okay, so, and I've tried it out at night, and it's pretty bright. Now, it's not dark enough out here for me to show you what it looks like, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and bring you guys over to my storage area, and I'm going to light it up so that you guys can see what it's like. Now, the storage area that I'm bringing you to is the one that I built this summer, and it's completely dark in there with the exception of a little bit of ambient light. But you'll be able to see that it's pretty dark in here, okay? So you can't really see. So now I'm going to turn it on the low setting. Okay, and you can see that. That's the low setting. So once you click it and it turns on, that's your low setting. And you can see it's pretty good. And then if you click it one more time, that's your high setting. And then the third setting is a red light strobe. That's your third setting. And then you just keep clicking it, it just keeps going through the settings. Okay, so that's your low, high, strobe. Okay, and to turn it off, what you do is just press the button and then hold it in there. So I'm really happy with this flashlight. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys that. I am going to take this flashlight. I'm going to keep testing it throughout the winter. I want to see how it does in like really negative degree weather. Like if it's negative 40 and I get in my vehicle, I want to see if it turns on and all that kind of stuff, which I'm thinking that it will, because it takes such a small amount of electricity to get this flashlight working. So I am going to leave a link to this flashlight pinned up, so that if you guys want to go take a look at it and maybe purchase one, you guys can use our Amazon link to support the channel if you would like to. Okay, one other thing I wanted to show you, ladies and gentlemen, is I went out and I purchased, oh, there's dog. Say hi, dog. Sit, 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 sit. You're not listening today. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Say hi, Bella. Say hi, Bella. Ah, good girl. Good girl. Okay, so I ran into a small problem. I do not want to pay any property taxes, or I don't want to pay any more than what I have to. So there's no garage that's going to be going on in this property, all right? Because I figured that if I built a 2-car garage that's heated and insulated, in 10 years, I will have had paid just as much in taxes than what it would cost me to build it. And there's no way, I'm not doing that, okay? So I needed an area where I can put my snowblower and my generator where it would be warm, because the snowblower and the generator does not like to start at -30, -40. Okay, so I didn't know what to do. So this is what I came up with. I went ahead and purchased, and let me show you. I went ahead and purchased a small tent. It's a 6x6 tent. They had them on sale at Lowe's for $125, I think. All right, I went ahead and purchased a small tent, and let me show you what I did. As you can see, this is my snowblower sticking out. The rest of it is sitting in there. And what you see there is, this is insulation. I took one of these blue insulation boards, these 2-inch boards. I put it across the top, and then I draped insulation over it on all sides. And if you can look in there, if you can see in there, oh, check this out. Let's turn on our flashlight. If you can see in there, everything in there is insulated. There's a wall of nothing but insulation. Okay, so that insulation is not going to keep out the cold. But what it gives me the ability to do is, well, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. What it gives me the ability to do is I have enough room in there right in front of the generator. There's enough room in there where I can stick a Big Buddy. I have one of those Big Buddy heaters that puts out like, I think it's 16,000 BTU or 8,000 BTU, something like that. But if I come out here and I know I'm going to need to use the snowblower, I'll come out here, I'll put my Big Buddy heater in there with a 1-pound LP container, turn it on, close everything up, drape the insulation in, and all I need for my snowblower or my generator to start, I just need it to be like -10 or above. So anything above -10 or anything warmer than -10, my machines will start without being damaged. Okay, so this is what I came up with. Altogether, I think I spent about $225 on all of the insulation and the tent itself. It took me a few hours to put up. So this is what I came up with. And tell you the truth, I think it's going to work really well. The only thing that is going to be a little bit not optimal for me is that if we lose electricity, I'm actually going to have to come out here, turn on the Big Buddy, let it warm up in there enough, probably take about 15-20 minutes before I can start that generator. So if we lose electricity, we're going to be dead inside the house without electricity for about 15-20 minutes, maybe half an hour at the most, which is okay, because what this does is it keeps me from having to bring that generator outside of my storage area every time that we lose electricity. And if I'm here and my son's not here to help, and I'm by myself, and I really don't want my wife to help me bring this down, because this thing is extremely heavy. And so chivalry still exists, and I don't like my wife to have to do that kind of labor. I'd rather just take care of it. But this right here takes care of all of that. So yeah, I think it's going to work out pretty good. I wanted to show you guys that. That's one of my preps for the winter this year, and I'm hoping that it works really well. And I think that it will, because I mean, there's a lot of insulation in here. I've got lots of insulation. So that insulation there all it has to do is just hold in a little bit of heat for a few minutes, and it will do the job that I needed to do. Okay, so that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. There's Bella and there's Dog. So it's starting to rain out here, and as you can see, it's starting to get darker earlier now. So ladies and gentlemen, before I let you go, let me give you a heads up. So YouTube is doing something that's pretty cool. Okay, I think it's pretty cool. So what they're doing, I cannot live stream, okay, because my bandwidth, my internet bandwidth where I'm at, all I can do is use cellular bandwidth, which is not very high speed. So I cannot live stream. But YouTube has come out with something that's called Premiere, I believe is the name. And what it does is it allows you to upload a video, set a certain time and day when that video is to be published, and when that video is published, the content provider, the content creator, myself in this case, I can actually go on there and chat with you guys live while the video is playing. So I'm going to try that this week for the Twilight Zone to see if it works. So what I'm going to do is this Saturday, and I'm going to remind you guys the rest of the week as I put more videos out, I'm going to remind you guys the rest of the week. This Saturday, the Twilight Zone, I'm going to record it on Friday night. And look at those dogs. Look at these lazy dogs. Like I was saying, this Friday night, I'm going to record the Twilight Zone Friday night and upload it. And I am going to have it premiere at 10 a.m. Alaska time this Saturday. Okay, so this Saturday, 10 a.m. Alaska time. If you guys can figure out what time that is for where you are, like for example, 10 a.m. Alaska time, all right, is going to be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so if you guys can figure out what time that is for where you live, I know we have a few subscribers that live overseas that don't live in this country, in the US. Okay, if you can figure out what time that is, your time, it will be great to have you guys on, and we can actually do a little bit of a live chatting during the Twilight Zone. Okay, and during that Twilight Zone video, I am going to announce a giveaway bundle. Okay, this time I'm not going to give away 3 separate items. I'm going to give away 3 items to 1 subscriber, whoever it is that wins that contest or that giveaway. Okay, and I picked out 3 items that are like beginning prepper items, but I think that they are really good items. I found them at a really good price base, and I'm going to go ahead and reveal what those items are on this Saturday's video. And then I'll give you all more instructions during that video on how to enter, which is going to be pretty much the same thing that we've always done. All right, but I'm hoping that we can all get on there and do a little bit of live chatting. So if you guys can mark that on your calendar, I'm going to go ahead and have that video, the Twilight Zone for this Saturday, published at 10 a.m. Alaska time. Okay, so I'll keep saying that. I'll remind you guys throughout the week if I put up more videos, which I probably will, that this Saturday we should be able to do some live chatting at 10 a.m. Alaska time during the Twilight Zone video publishing time. All right, so I hope I said that enough. I hope you understand what I'm saying as far as that goes. It would be a lot of fun to do a little bit of live chat with you guys while one of the videos is playing. All right, so you want to say hi, Bella? Say hi. Sit. Sit, Bella. Sit. Good girl. Sit down. Go on, sit. Sit down. You camera shy? Give me your paw. Good girl. Look at you. Give me your paw. Show. Oh, look at that. That's a good girl. Look at them. They're smiling. Oh, look. Bella's smiling. Good girl, Bella. Are you smiling? She said, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you all go. I hope you guys had a good day today. All right, I'm going to go inside and cook a little bit of dinner. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a wake-up call tomorrow or not, but I'm going to try. Okay, so remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. Say bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye, Bella. Say bye. Good girl. Say bye. This is Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.